The bottom of the seventh. The Y-D Red Sox at the plate. Briley Knight hitting with a 1-ball, 2-strike count here with 1 away. A swing and a miss and another strikeout recorded by the left-hander. It's just been an incredible performance out of the bullpen by the southpaw. Just once again recording the strikeouts at an incredible clip in an efficient way. Apologize for some technical difficulties, but we are indeed back on the air, and thanks for bearing with us on the Y-D Red Sox Baseball Network as Peyton Graham has a base hit. Tally it up once again. A 4-hit day for Peyton Graham, just like Nate Baez, and a 15-hit day overall for the Y-D Red Sox.
Unbelievable showing as a whole, and Peyton Graham I've been most impressed with. I've been most surprised by Nate Baez, and he needed it the most, but Peyton Graham goes hitless yesterday and comes back with a vengeance today, 4 for 5.
So Tyler Williams at the plate. Dombrowski, it's been all or nothing. 5 hits allowed in 3 1/3. But out of the 3 1/3 and the 10 outs he has recorded, they've all been strikeouts. Nothing in 1 the count here to Williams, who's 0 for 1. Fouled away, didn't start, but came in for Tanner Smith with Brooks Lee on deck. Could be his final at-bat as a Y-D Red Sox, making his way to Team USA tomorrow. But an 0-2 count with Williams at the plate. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th alongside Brad Klein. Will Connerly here with you. And the Y-D Red Sox enjoying a 6-3 lead right now. The offense in full force with 15 hits. The most recent one coming from Peyton Graham, and that was his 4th of the day. Williams fouls it down the right field line. And we'll do it again. Williams 2 for 14 so far on the season. Dombrowski with 10 strikeouts out of the bullpen. The lefty comes set the 0-2. Grounded back to Dombrowski, and he makes the out himself. So 10 strikeouts. The 11th out he records, he does it as well. Thrown across to first base, but Y-D on top 6-3. We go to the 8th next on the Y-D Red Sox Baseball Network. Back with you on the Y-D Red Sox Baseball Network alongside Brad Klein. And Jacob Metter on the mound got the final out in the 7th. A ground out to Wyatt Hoffman, who made another nice play over at second base. And so now the right-hander has his first clean inning of work. Here in the 8th, Patrick Winkle, Zach Preisner, Corey Acton are the hitters scheduled here in the 8th for Harwich. Winkle 1 for 2 today. The one was a home run in the second on the first pitch of the second inning for Harwich and took Domkowski yard. One of the 2 runs that Domkowski allowed over 5 innings of work, where he struck out 5 and didn't walk a batter. Now 11 frames tossed for Domkowski and no free passes issued. 2 balls and a strike. Here to Winkle. Swing and a miss, so now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Y-D had a 0-0 tie against Orleans. Followed it up with a 1-1 draw on Monday. And today, they're in the driver's seat to try to get a victory, up by 3 runs here in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss, and the fastball got Winkle. Strikeout for Metter, and there's 1 away here in the 8th.
Well, Jacob Metter mixes up his pitches well, elevates the fastball, and Winkle, fresh off the heels of that second inning homer, he wants another, and he bites.
So Zach Preisner to the plate. 1 for 3 today with a strikeout. The breaking ball misses low from the right-hander. And Metter out of the windup, the 1-0 pitch. Hit toward the right side, Briley Knight. No, actually Wyatt Hoffman going back on it to shallow right field. And he makes the play as he backpedals toward the outfield for the second out. Another nice move by the second baseman to cover some ground there.
Now Wyatt Hoffman's all over the place, and Briley Knight ran really hard, really fast. He thought he was going to have to make that play, but Hoffman read it even better and shaded quickly.
Hoffman has him covered. Hoffman has all the pitchers covered so far this season. It's been stellar at second base. 2 outs and the first pitch, swing and a miss from Corey Acton. Got aboard in the 6th with a free pass. 0 for 2 today. 0 for 11 to start his season on the Cape, and a strike taken. So now an 0-2 count here to Acton. Y-D continues its homestand tomorrow against Wareham at 5 o'clock start for that one. Then they'll be at Chatham on Friday with the off day on Thursday. They return home on the 3rd against Hyannis as that ball's hit well toward the left side. Williams goes back on it, makes the play, and the Red Sox maintain a 3-run lead. To the bottom of the 8th we go. Y-D up 6-3 on the Y-D Red Sox Baseball Network. Back with you on the Y-D Red Sox Baseball Network. The Red Sox lead 6-3 here in the bottom of the 8th. And 3-4-5 due up for the Red Sox. And that part of the order has produced today 3-4-5. 8 hits out of those spots today for the Red Sox. 8 of the 15 that Y-D has. 4 of which come from Nate Baez and 2 from Brooks Lee, 2 from Luttrell, along with Peyton Graham, the leadoff hitter, who has 4 hits as well. So it's been well diversified, all the hits across the lineup today.
I'll be very curious to see how Lee approaches this at-bat. Probably his last as a Red Sox.
Fouled away to the left side, now in an 0-2 hole. Here against the southpaw, Dombrowski. 3 2/3 out of the bullpen thus far. The starter, Cam Schlittler, went 3 1/3. And the 0-2. Foul back. Brooks Lee stays alive. Dombrowski, though, 3 2/3 and 10 strikeouts out of the bullpen. He's fanned 10 of the 16 batters that he's faced. That's been a theme thus far in the Cape Cod League across the board. The 0-2 here to Brooks Lee. The breaking ball misses high. Y-D looking for the victory today to stay atop of the East Division. Grounded to the left side. And it's booted at third base. Wilkin came up on it but couldn't corral it. And it's Brooks Lee who gets aboard on the E5. The 5th error committed today. And when you couple 5 errors with 15 hits for the opposing team, typically it bodes for good success. A 3-run lead for Y-D here in the bottom of the 8th.
And 5 errors is a slightly misleading number, a couple of those being throwing errors that costed them a base and didn't end up panning out for Y-D. So a lot of critics might be saying, all right, 15 hits, 5 errors to compound that, and you only have 6 runs. But I think there's still a lot to be proud of if you're Y-D.
They've really put the bat on the ball. There's been some great contact today. They've hit the ball hard today, and that's what you want to see out of the offense. Put together good swings, and you've seen that out of guys today coming out party. Peyton Graham, struggle yesterday, great day today. He's been one of the best hitters. Nate Baez, he's really, the last few games, has really put it together. And he's waiting on deck as well with Luttrell at the plate as that breaking ball misses low and away on the 0-2 count. So we had Brooks Lee with 2 strikes. He gets aboard on the air. Luttrell now hitting in a 1-ball, 2-strike count. 2 hits today for Luttrell. Baez on deck, who has 4 on the day. Will try to go for 5 as he waits on deck. Swing and a miss by Luttrell, and he strikes out for the 2nd time. So 1 away with 1 aboard, and here comes Nate Baez.
Now the strikeouts have been a struggle for Chase Luttrell, and now back-to-back strikeouts to put a damper on an otherwise fantastic performance.
So Baez up to the plate. You mentioned he never had a 4-hit game at Arizona State. Has one right now. Baez 4 for 4 with 1 run driven in. Hitting here in the bottom of the 8th. Y-D up by 3. Brooks Lee on first, and a swing and a miss on the fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 away and 1 aboard for the Red Sox. That pitch taken for a strike on the inside corner. One ball and 2 strikes as Baez tries to stay alive. Brooks Lee on first. He reached on the air. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. And Y-D, along with the southpaw, continues to strike out. The 16th strikeout for the Yarmouth Dennis Red Sox as a team today. And a similar story yesterday. But you got to give a lot of credit also to the lefty on the mound out of the bullpen.
Yes, but back-to-back days when you have 16 strikeouts is going to be tough to win on. And it looks like Y-D is in a position to do that. But, man, 16 strikeouts, you need to put the ball in play. You need to force the other team to make a play. And especially a team that has made 5 errors to strike out 16 times. That's unacceptable.
2 strikeouts in this frame for the southpaw, and now ahead 0-2 in the count. Trey Dombrowski, the hard-throwing left-hander, slider, cutter, changeup, fastballs, mainly been fastball slider today. 4 1/3 and 12 strikeouts. He's aiming for the Baker's dozen despite his team trailing by 3 runs. Brooks Lee on first, and here comes the 0-2 pitch. Misses outside. Struck out 10 batters in 4 different starts in 2021 for the Hawks. So we knew he had the strikeout stuff, but doing this out of the bullpen today for Harwich. The 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. And he gets the strikeout. 13 Ks out of the bullpen for the left-hander, and he's put on a show despite Y-D being on top 6-3. I don't think I've ever said that, Brad. 13 Ks out of the bullpen for the left-hander.
Unbelievable performance, and Y-D just has no answer. There's no one right now on the roster that can confidently say, I'm not going to strike out against this guy.
The Y-D Red Sox, 17 times they've gone down as a team, but they try to go up next in the win column. We'll see if they can't close it out on the Y-D Red Sox Baseball Network. Back with you on the Y-D Red Sox Baseball Network. Trey Dombrowski, he pitched lights out today. The Monmouth left-hander, 13 strikeouts out of the bullpen in 4 2/3. Nice performance. The Y-D Red Sox have struck out a ton the past few days, but they're trying to tally one in the W column, seeing if they can't close things out here in the top of the 9th. It will be Jacob Metter who will try to do just that. First pitch hit to the right side, and it's a leadoff single by Cade Beloso here in the 9th. His second hit of the day. He's 2 for 4.
It's going to be a short leash for Metter here, would be my prediction. You're up by 3, and it's felt like a lot more, but now with a base runner and Harwich feeling the momentum of all those strikeouts, you really never know, and you don't want to leave it up to chance.
And back-end reliever C.J. Culpepper getting hot. Looked really good in one inning of work, one quick frame, where he set down Orleans in order in the 9th in that 0-0 draw on Sunday. So he's hot, fresh, and ready to go. We'll see if Y-D needs to use him. So Beloso with a couple of hits today. He's on first base. Y-D trying to close this one out. And the pitch from Metter misses low. Beloso advances to second base. Malgiri hitting at the plate, one of the better hitters for Harwich so far this season. But he's 0 for 3 today as the right-hander delivers. That ball scoots away from Hunter, and on back-to-back pitches, it's 90 feet advance for Beloso. He's now on third base.
The good thing for Metter is, the good news is that run on third means absolutely nothing. The two balls that have been afforded to Metter after those two spiked fastballs that got away from Hunter are actually more important than the runner on third base. You have a 3-run cushion. You can use it to your advantage. You don't want to fall behind and put the tying run at the plate.
So Beloso at third, Malgiri at the plate. Impress Kavanaugh, the 9th hitter in the order, who does have 2 hits today, is on deck. And Coach Pickler walks out to the mound. It looks like there's going to be a pitching change. And it seems like we're going to see C.J. Culpepper come to the mound, and we'll see that next on the Y-D Red Sox Baseball Network as he tries to close things out for the Red Sox. Back with you on the Y-D Red Sox Baseball Network. C.J. Culpepper now to the mound, and he will try to close things out with a 3-0 count. Mid-at-bat being inserted on the mound, and the first pitch he throws is a strike. Here to Malgiri. 0 for 3 today. 3 balls and a strike. The scoreboard was wrong. The umpire looked up to the press box and said, hey, it's 3-0. You need to change it. It was 2-1. When Coach Pickler went out to the mound, he went out to the mound and he probably thought it was a 2-1 count because that's what the scoreboard said. So I think that's probably why there was some communication between the dugout. Umpire said, no, it was 3-0, now 3-1 after Culpepper tosses the strike. His 3rd appearance this summer. An inning and 2/3 toss. Grounded to the right side. Hoffman gloves it at second. Thrown over to first. A run does come across for Harwich, and now it's 6-4 here in the 9th, but 1 retired.
That's exactly what Scott Pickler wanted. Keep it simple. Even though C.J. Culpepper does have some strikeout stuff, just put the ball in play and let your infield make it happen for you, especially Wyatt Hoffman.
So Press Kavanaugh up to the plate. Culpepper an inning and 2/3. In his prior 2 appearances, combined 2 strikeouts, no walks, and no runs allowed. He's been pretty good out of the bullpen, and pretty good is how you could describe the way he threw the ball this past season at Cal Baptist. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And if you say pretty good, that might be shortchanging him. Out of the bullpen, 13 saves, which was the second most in the Division I at the Division I level during the regular season. Was the WAC Freshman of the Year and first-team relief pitcher. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and another strikeout for Culpepper. Out of the bullpen, he gets the ground out and the strikeout, and the Y-D Red Sox can smell it now. They're 1 out away from victory.
C.J. Culpepper comes in. He's cleaning up the mess that he inherited. And Y-D, it's just still crazy to think about. They're 1 out away from winning this game after striking out 17 times.
Culpepper's first offering, breaking ball that misses high. And facing off against Nick Lucky. 4 for 28 on the season with 13 strikeouts, hitting atop the order for Harwich. As that pitch taken outside, 2 balls, no strikes.
Culpepper has a very interesting delivery. Sorry to cut you off, Will, but he kind of rocks back at times, and he does have some variation in his windup when he wants it.
That ball grounded toward the right side, but it bounces foul. Baez was coming up on it, trying to make the play.
There's so much English on that one, nothing he can do about it, but you're right, he was definitely trying to race to the ball and make sure that he beat the spin.
And the 2-1 from Culpepper. Lucky grounds it to the right side, and now foul, and it's now 2 balls, 2 strikes here with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. 1 run has come across here in this frame for Harwich to make it 6-4, but Y-D on top. 2-2, the pitch from Culpepper. Grounded toward the right side. There's Hoffman. He throws it over to first, and that's a winner for the Y-D Red Sox. Their 4th win of the season, and they're still atop the East Division. They improved to 4-2-3, and Culpepper comes in to clean things up after a 15-hit performance from the offense.
C.J. Culpepper doing his job. The offense started off really hot, and by the end, they really were not. And it came via the strikeout. Definitely the dark cloud hovering over the really bright light that is the Y-D Red Sox right now.
The Y-D Red Sox, they come through 15 hits, a 4-hit day for Peyton Graham, a 4-hit day for Nate Baez. Wyatt Hoffman, Chase Luttrell, and Brooks Lee all had multi-hit games as well. You talked about the pitching, and on the side for the Armith Dennis Red Sox, another performance for the starter where they win 5 innings. Happened in every game this year except 1.
Yeah, Nick Domkowski has been an absolute juggernaut, and one of those guys, I said it at the beginning of the broadcast, you really don't think of him as ace potential, whatever he's got going. It doesn't really seem unhittable, and then it is. And it just goes to speak to his pitch ability, which might be actually the biggest compliment you can give a pitcher, because, look, there are some things that you can work on and some things that you can't. Not everyone is born with 100 miles an hour on his fastball and a 12-6 hook from hell, but Nick Domkowski figures out a way to get guys out.
Yes, you're absolutely right, and the pitch ability of these starting pitchers, that's been on display thus far this year. It's been nice to see the pitching staff get the job done and lay it off to the bullpen. Dufault, Metter, and then Culpepper closes it out. Culpepper looked great. Got the final 3 outs for the Y-D Red Sox. Got a strikeout mixed in there. Only had to face 3 batters, and he is able to get the job done for the Red Sox, securing the save, which he did a lot at Cal Baptist. And Y-D gets the victory. 4 wins on the season, 2 losses, and 3 ties for Coach Pickler and the Y-D Red Sox after a nice offensive performance in terms of hits. They struck out 1 too many times for your liking typically, but it's still a great performance for Y-D, and they're back at home tomorrow.
They're back at home tomorrow, and they got to clean up those strikeouts. That is on the top of the agenda. Again, put the ball in play and good things will happen.
You'll take it if it's a victory, though, right?
Yes, but my only concern is that those victories are going to dry up if the strikeouts don't.
We shall see what is going to happen for the Red Sox. And, of course, Wareham at Yarmouth Dennis tomorrow. And that is a 5 o'clock start, so that's when we'll see you next on the Y-D Red Sox Baseball Network. A final score from Red Wilson Field, 6-4. The Sox top Harwich. For Brad Klein, I'm Will Connerly, and so long from Red Wilson Field.